Hi, hey, what's going on, baby? What's happening with you? Happy almost Valentine's Day. It is time for Raw Talk Live.
Yay, oh yay, 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 yay. No, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes, no.
Hold the applause. The divas are in the building. Hello, beautiful
Hello,
Peggy.
my co-queen, beautiful lady. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful, my love.
Hey, look, great minds think alike. We got our red on.
We got our red on. Definitely.
Yes.
That is just absolutely stunning. Yes,
Thank
Queen, you
you.
brought it for him tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to, you know,
you know,
pull it together
when
when you got to pull it together, make it
you
do
got
what
to
it
pull it
do.
together. Listen,
Yeah.
this is I don't know who said the quote. I'm going to have to ask. I have to ask my sister. She says put on your lipstick and pull yourself together. So
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Get
yeah,
on up. Let's go.
get
Let's
on
get with
up.
it. Crack
Let's
the whip.
let's rock and roll. Let's make it
Yes.
happen for absolute sure. Look, my crown is too far down.
Oh, okay. You can barely see mine.
There we go.
It's there though.
Yeah, and it's leaning. I got my crown got the gangster lean.
Therefore,
So
straighten that crown up just a little bit. Just a
just a
little bit.
tad. It's just like
Yeah. There you go.
I don't
Yeah.
know. And, you know,
It's all
she
right.
does her own thing. My crown is like my hair; it just does its own thing.
And
I said,
that's
I don't do
okay.
my hair. My hair does me. So this is how it's feeling today. Kind of like Elvis Presley
I,
meets Prince. I don't
girlfriend,
know.
I always say you can cut your hair and chop it off in a bob and look like not even 2 weeks later, it's just down your back. I'm like, you just cut your hair and it's back long and just doing this thing.
Yeah,
Keep
that
doing
part.
so.
Just
Yeah,
doing
that's a
its
good
thing.
thing. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, your hair is always stunning, but anytime you don't want to show off your hair, you just create the most beautiful head wraps known to mankind. And so we always are
You're funny.
wondering what did girlfriend Peggy use this time. So I see you're doing double duty tonight. You wanted your red accent up
Yes.
top, and of course, you can't ever go wrong with the print. Is that an animal print?
Yeah. That's an
Like a
animal print.
leopard.
The leopard.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And then always with the jewels, I see that's the BLM, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Even
Then
though
if I
they're
turn
thieves,
around,
we'll say something
if I,
about it. And it
I
goes
got
all
one.
and then and you have the rhinestone going all the way around. You know why? Because Peggy is the official queen of bling.
I don't know if I want that title, but I'll take it. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Please,
you.
please do. Please
I'll
take it
graciously
and
take
wear it
it.
with pride.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm wearing my heart tonight for Valentine's for all the lovers in the house tonight.
Oh, I
In
didn't
love,
see that.
yeah, in love, want to be in love, gonna fall in love, whatever it was in love.
I started to put on a necklace. I got something with a heart on it, something. But I'm not. Like I have a lot of necklaces, but
Yeah,
sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I
yeah.
just don't want anything on my neck. I don't know why. But I love that girlfriend Peggy. You just got it all tonight.
I
All
just,
the
I
accessories.
love chokers. I love
Yes.
chokers.
Yeah, you're a
I love
choker person.
a choker.
I
Yeah,
can't do a choker.
yeah. I
But
love chokers.
you can rock a choker. Now, did that heart come on the choker, or is that your creation?
It came on the choker. It came on
Really?
the, yeah. This is how it is. Yeah.
That's fabulous.
Thank you.
That's fabulous. I like that. That's very pretty. That's
Thank you.
very
Thank
pretty.
you.
I like that a lot. All right, so our first order of business is to guess what you use to wrap your hair with. And so now we have to come up with some idea. Hello, Miss Sharon. That's so nice of you to stop by. Welcome, Sharon.
Hey, beautiful
Thank you,
Sharon.
darling. Yes, we are happy to see you. Yes,
Yes.
most definitely. All right, so now we got to figure out what girlfriend Peggy used to wrap her head. Now, I think of that the leopard was a scarf.
Hmm. Correct.
Because it could be a napkin, it could be a table runner, it could be a sheet, it could be a blouse, a pair of pants, but that's a scarf.
Yeah, actually, it was one of the big long scarves that's in one big circle. You know, you can
Oh,
buy them in one big circle and you kind of put them over a coat or something and
uh-huh,
just
uh-huh.
cover up your neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what that is. I just
That's
cut it,
beautiful.
made it to a scarf, and just
And just and then you
yeah,
did like this, right?
twisted and wrapped it a little bit, and kind of pleated it up a little bit so you can see the different layers of the leopard, and tied it, and
Okay. Now,
yeah.
that leopard is sitting on top of something red. So now we got to guess what the red is. I say the red is a pair of leggings. No, the red is a blouse.
It's another scarf.
Oh, you're not supposed to tell me. You're supposed to make me guess.
It's two scarves, and then I got my foundation underneath that for the ball, for the height, and the So that
Okay.
is the pair of leggings underneath here. Underneath the red,
Okay.
I have the leggings under there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So do you always start out with the leggings basically?
A lot of times I do. A lot of times I do. Sometimes I won't. Depends on if I want a flat, just pull it back in the back and looking like a ponytail type of thing. It depends on what I'm doing. If I want height and width and all that big bulkiness up here, then I'll usually put the leggings in to give it a little bit of girth. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Some body,
Yeah.
some thickness. Some thickness. Yeah, Sharon says, girlfriend, that's she talking to you, girlfriend Peggy.
Okay.
Don't say nothing when I shoplift your style. When she
That's
steals your
okay. Hey, listen, queens, beautiful ladies, whoever, take it, run with it. And I know when you tell somebody to take something and run with it, oh, they can take it to a whole new level. So by all means, do.
Yep.
By
Yeah,
all
and
means,
the
do.
beautiful thing about it is that you think outside of the box when it comes to how you wrap your hair. You're
Mhm.
not looking, just for a long piece of cloth or something African or whatever. You can take anything and style it into a beautiful crown on your head. It's
Yeah.
um it's lovely.
Like I buy dresses. I'll find a stretchy dress that's maybe a size 2 or 3, but it's long, just for the vibrant colors and the whatever is going on, that I could just take and twist and work and tie and just make it a beautiful head wrap. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you don't have to
See?
just wear a scarf on your head and make it plain and boring and like you just coming from picking some cotton. I mean, we know head wraps and adorning our head is back from way from the beginning of time. So
Yeah.
you just make it, look, step it up a little bit and just feel fabulous and go about your business.
Hmm. Yes, so make note of that, Sharon, because like you, Sharon loves to shop at Goodwill. And
Okay,
okay, so
okay.
Sharon, take notes. You don't have to buy something that's your size. You can go and look. You're when you go in there looking, you're looking for things that can do a variety,
Of
serve a
things.
variety of purposes.
Right. And we're gonna have to get the videotapes of the women that we see that's taking thrift shopping and what they can do with these clothes to a whole new level. I thought I was good at thrifting, but honey, when I seen these young girls, these women doing their thing with these shirts and dresses, and they turn a shirt into a skirt and make it a shirt, and take two men's shirts and tie them together and tuck them and make it a belt with the two arms, and have it's just out of this world.
Absolutely
Fabulous.
amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Amazing,
And
amazing,
and and
amazing.
and and she shows you how she bought
How to
something
do
for
it.
a dollar
Hmm.
99 or whatever. And when she buys that for 1.99 and something, she puts together an entire outfit, shoes, purse, and
Bag,
everything
right. Don't
from
sleep on the
Salvation
bags.
Army
Right.
or Goodwill,
Hmm.
and makes a styles a beautiful outfit. And I'm telling you, that trick of taking two oversized men's shirts
Shirts. Uh-huh.
and putting and butting them together and then throw them in the back and then whipping it around and do something else. And they don't only just do that, they take that same thing and then turn it around and do something else
Do
different to
something
it
else with it.
right in front of your
Absolutely.
eyes. Let me tell you,
Yes.
I'm going to spend the rest of my life on damn TikTok. I am, I tell people all the time, they said, "What, you don't watch TV?" I said, "No, I don't watch TV, but damn, I'm on that TikTok like it's going out of style."
I know. And we're gonna have to get our TikTok channel up and going this
Yeah,
year. I mean,
yeah,
we move a little slow. We move like little turtles, but slow and steady wins the race. When we
yeah,
hanging in there, we doing our thing. So a little by little, we're gonna add another platform and add another platform and add another platform until we can reach the right amount of people, get the right support, and whatever it is we need. Ladies, I'm on Facebook all the time, and I try to share whatever our sisters and brothers have going on, whether it's business or awards or an event. I hit share. I hit the love button. That means I love you. I'm excited about what you're doing. I may not
yeah.
say anything in the comment, but that's just letting you know that I'm very supportive of what you're doing, and just keep it going. And like when I share, I want, hey, share the love back. Let's start
Right.
sharing each other's posts, and that's the way we're gonna grow. Oh,
Definitely.
so please share
Definitely.
that. Yeah.
Sharon says, she used to do it back in the day with wraps, Erica Badu style.
Yes.
Thrifting. Have you seen the one who makes one shoulder dress out of palazzo pants? Yes. I said
Yes,
she took
honey.
those
Oh,
palazzo
that's
pants.
awesome.
She put her body into
And
one leg of the
yes,
pants. She
yes.
pulled those pants all the way up here. Then
Oh,
she takes the
oh,
other leg
stick her hand through it
and
because
stick
it's
her
off the
hand through
shoulder.
it, and it's off
Uh-huh.
the shoulder. Then
And
she
she
takes it
cut
off
the
the shoulder
entire,
and wraps it
yes.
around her body. I, yes,
And I've always said that about fashion. It's not how much you pay for your clothes that make you look fabulous in it. Because, like I say, you can have on an outfit that you paid a total of $20 for, with the pocketbook, the shoes, the dress, everything, belt included, and you spent $20, and you walk into a room and heads and necks and everything else is turned like, where you get that outfit from? You can't get it.
you can't get it
You
nowhere.
can't get it unless you know what to do to make it do what it do.
Exactly.
And it's a talent and it's a gift, and everybody don't have the knack to do it.
No, they
Because
don't.
some women gonna spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on their designer labels, and they gonna put that dress on, and that dress gonna wear them and drag them all around the room. Because they're not wearing the dress wearing them. They're not,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? It's not saying nothing for you.
No.
So you
No.
got to know what pop for you, what rock for you, what look good on your body type. What good look hide your flaws and accentuate your accents. You just got to
Yeah.
know how to do it. It's an
Yeah.
art to it.
My saying about buying and wearing clothes is that it needs to fit, flatter, and forgive.
Right.
Because if it doesn't fit, if it's too big, now you look sloppy.
Lumpy. I
Okay,
can't
if
wear
it's
big
too
clothes. Yeah.
small, now you look like
You squished
in
in and
my
you
case,
constantly
like
tugging.
a
Yeah.
sausage squished into something,
Hmm.
but it has to fit, and then it has to, like you say, accentuate the positive, what you want to show off.
Right.
And
What is
you
you?
know, whether it's
Hmm.
your decolletage or your cleavage, or your arms. Some people have beautiful
Backs.
backs. They
Beautiful
don't have
backs.
any,
Yeah.
they don't have any fat on their backs. They have breasts where they can go without wearing a bra,
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
they can
Wear the
wear
back
backless
out.
things that plunge all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just you have to just know what works for you. And if it's legs, if it's
Oh,
legs,
when you got
then
some pretty shaped legs, my mother had the most beautiful, gorgeous legs that I've ever seen of a young lady. She had some beautiful legs, but when you can accentuate them short skirts above the knee, and let
Or the
those
split.
calves and
The
those
dresses with
legs
the
show, baby.
split.
Oh my God.
I loves
Ain't
me a
nothing like a
split.
pretty pair of legs.
And and there's nothing you can't beat a pretty pair of legs. Long,
No,
beautiful,
ma'am.
shapely legs. You can. Hi, Rhea. Hi, Diva. Hi, Buki.
Beautiful.
Much love to you and to our woo sister Monique Scott Nichols in the building. Hi, my
Mr.
love.
Queen.
Hi, my darling.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Now, see, now Monique has you and Sharon do Goodwill, but Monique is addicted to Ross.
Uh-huh. I like Ross too, but not as much as Goodwill.
Well, one thing about Goodwill and Salvation Army is that you'll go and you'll find, like you say, unique pieces.
Yeah.
And nobody can copy whatever look you put together with it,
Yeah.
because there's not multiple ones,
Like it.
on the rack.
And they usually
But
retro. I
mhm,
mean, it's usually something that's years old, but you got to make sure it's in good condition. It's not flaky. It's not peeling. It's not stained. It's in pretty relatively nice condition. Then
yes,
you wash it by hand. You hang it up to dry. You steam iron it. You do what you need to do to it, and then you give it new life because of how
mhm,
you accessorize it and what you put with it to pop it, to bring in a belt, they got the big belts now with the G's on it and different things. So it's all about style and accessories and just having fun. I mean,
yes.
you just have fun with it.
Just gotta have fun with
You
it.
just
But
gotta
you
have
have
fun with
fun with the
fashion.
head wraps. They can't beat you on the head wrap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's their number, the
Uh,
truth. Now, Monique, when we were in the pandemic, thick in the pandemic, and all of the stores were closed and Ross was closed, Monique
I
would
think
go sit in the parking lot outside of Ross, talking about I just want Ross to open up.
I think I saw a post one
I,
time. She was
I don't
saying,
know why they haven't come for her. I
right,
don't know why they have not come for my Monique and let her be a spokesperson for Ross. They are
yeah,
missing the boat on that right now. I'm gonna tell you. Sharon
yeah,
says, yeah, and she says that when you go thrifting, she said you'll find designer labels too.
you can, yes,
And
you can,
she said she has taught several women how to thrift,
yes,
and because when you know how to do it and do it right, like you say, you can have it
mhm,
dry cleaned or you can wash it delicately and
right,
have a whole new thing. There is an art to it.
to it, yes. There is an art
Mhm.
to it.
Yes,
Yes.
Monique says it's the legs for her. Yes, baby, because you have the legs. What do you
Yeah.
have, Monique,
Monique got
about
the whole body. Come on now.
yeah,
She's a
she got
total
the whole
package.
body. I
She got
hate
the
her with
whole
a
package.
passion.
Face, beautiful hair. She just one of those ladies that just got it. Either you
Yeah,
got it or
she's so sizzly, isn't she?
yeah.
She's sizzly.
Yes, yes.
She's hot. Yeah, but them legs are everything, girl. Them legs are
Hmm.
it. You hear me?
Yes.
They are
And
it. I remember when my daughter was growing up and she was getting taller and taller, and she was saying, I don't want to be tall. I don't want to be tall. Well, and then she ended up not being tall. But I was just like, listen, um, being tall is what's up. I said, when a tall woman walks in the room, she commands attention, right away. And then
mhm,
when she got it going on like my woo woo over there, um, you know,
yeah. And
heads
one
turn.
thing I can say to the young ladies, like I say, enjoy your body while you slaying in your 20s and your early 20s, leading up to them 30s, and you fine as wine. Enjoy that. Enjoy walking in those high heel shoes. Enjoy
Embrace it.
every time that you can get in them and do them because it's gonna come a time when you're not gonna be able to get up in those 3 and 4 and 5 inch heel shoes. So
Yes.
enjoy it, wear them while you can, wear them well, have a wonderful time in them. Because at some point, like you say, unless you are very physically fit and you stay nice and thin, it's gonna get harder and harder as time go on. So
It certainly, it
it's a
certainly
job.
can
Yeah,
for sure. Sharon
yeah.
says that everybody should try the community thrift store on Orange Avenue near the credit union. So that must be, near the credit
Community
union.
thrift near Orange Avenue, the credit union. Oh, I used to go there years ago. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Community
It's going,
thrift on
yeah,
Orange Avenue.
yeah, yep. Absolutely right. If you coming from Colonial, you heading south on Orange Avenue. and it's going to be on the right hand side. If you're coming from
Okay.
the semi side, you're heading toward Colonial, it's going to be on the left side past the credit union. It's going to be in the next plaza. The dollar
Oh,
store right there next to it. Yep. I know what
okay.
you're talking about. Yeah. You can find some cute things in there as well. Yeah, you can.
Excellent. Monique
Yeah.
said that Ross did pay her. She said that video, that post of her outside of Ross crying for them to let open up the door went viral, and she got a nice check from them.
All right. What? That's awesome.
That is
Wow.
awesome. Next
Yeah,
thing
it
they need to
was.
do is a real full-blown commercial. And Michael talking about let me see. Michael, what do you want to see? What's going on in Chicago? Chicago in the building.
Hey,
Hey, what's going
Chicago, what's
on,
happening?
baby?
Is he cold
Yeah.
enough in Chicago?
Huh?
I say, is he keeping warm? Is it cold enough for him up there in Chicago? Or is he in Florida? Because he all over the place. So I don't know where Chicago at right now. He probably in Florida.
He's probably in Florida, I think so.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hey, Angelica. Hi, baby. Our guest last week, Angelica Sugarwater Brown, in the building
Hey,
with us
beautiful.
tonight. Hello, my
Yes.
sweet. We are so happy to see you. Um, Rhea said that's right. Enjoy wearing your heels. She said she
Yeah.
was a heel girl until she was about 35. So
Okay.
she stopped early.
Right. So
She
it's a
stopped early.
longevity to it. It's a lifeline, to wearing those heels. But like you say, we know it's gonna be a time where you're gonna have to put them down. You're gonna have to start breaking the heel length down. It's gonna come to a thick heel
The
and a
heel
short
height.
heel. But
Yeah.
like I said, that's you can still find cute shoes.
Yeah.
Even though the heel may be a little shorter and a little chunkier to support your weight, you can still find some cute, nice shoes. Nice sandals are always pretty. Bling sandals to dress your outfit up. So it's always alternatives to, not always having on heels, and you can still look beautiful, classy, and dressy.
Yes, you can.
Hmm.
I've come down from doing a 4 inch or 4.5, that four. I'm right at 3. And I like a 3 inch heel. I can rock that and feel comfortable and secure,
Yeah.
that type of thing. Because I cannot wear flats. Oh,
Right.
baby.
I was gonna say that. You are the one person I know that cannot wear a pair of flats all day, especially all day. You can wear heels. If you put on a pair of heels, you good for 4, 5, 6 hours in them, 7 hours, maybe the whole day. But you can't wear flats for the whole day. And that's
No.
so strange, but that's cute.
Yeah, it's the plantar fasciitis thing. It triggers that for me. So I have to
Oh,
have my heel elevated, and to wear a flat shoe, a shoe that's like completely flat or thin, like you wear the sandals that go with the I can't do it. I can't
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
It doesn't work for me. That hurts.
yeah.
Angelica says that one of her grandmothers wore heels until she was almost 100 years old. I love her.
Ooh, what? Oh my gosh.
And
That's rare.
that is special. Let me tell
That's
you,
special. Yeah, that's
there's
rare.
some people. Anita Walker Thomas, her grandmother is. I think she's going. Did she just turn 103? She is a diva. You hear me?
Okay.
She can do anything.
Girl, don't sleep on some of these older women in their 80s and 90s. They will get on the dance
She
floor
is
and
a
tell you what.
hundred plus, and
Yes.
she will listen, stay out of her kitchen. She will run circles around you. She can
Okay.
do everything and anything.
Yeah.
So some people are just
Yeah.
blessed to have it. Sharon wanted to remind us too that there's a Family Dollar in the same plaza where the
Exactly.
community
Yes.
thrift store is.
Yes, it is.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Chicago says he's in Pensacola now.
Okay. Okay. That's Florida.
Yes.
That's
All the folks
Florida.
who yes, all the
He's
folks who
gonna
know
become
I was
old
just
Florida
gonna say,
boy.
hey, huh?
I said he gonna become old Florida boy. He stay around too long.
Yeah, he just all over the place, ain't he? For
Mm-hmm.
real. Uh Monique says ever since COVID, she's turned into a sneakerhead and she can't do heels anymore. So
That's the thing. Now, if you don't make yourself get up in those heels at least 2 times a week, and you let a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks go by without wearing heels, you're gonna find that it's gonna be harder and harder for you to get back up in them heels.
yeah.
I mean, I broke my ankle 25, 6 years ago. I have a permanent plate in my right ankle. I have issues with my ankles and my knees, so walking in high heels it's difficult. I may be able to do it for a little while, but I'm gonna have to go back to my flats. So you got to do it regularly and often. Or you're gonna lose it. If you don't use it, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
The ability to walk in them. Yeah,
Yep. For
yeah.
sure.
Hmm.
She says sneakers are her new best friend. And sneakers ain't cheap. Not if you want, some fly stuff or you buying a lot of different ones, baby. You can make something happen. And when you did Monique, when you did the sneakers
The
and
suits and sneakers.
suits and
Yeah,
sneakers,
yeah.
when the women march into City Hall, I mean,
Mhm.
that was phenomenal. Now we know why you did it.
I guess you say, well, I gotta be in my sneakers. Everybody else, hey, and you can do tailor made events like that. Everybody else gonna be in sneakers too. Yeah, why
Yeah,
not? It's
for
comfortable
real.
for everybody. Everybody is comfortable. They relax. They still got on their power suits. They looking good, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a good cause. So hey,
there you
it
go.
could work.
Yep.
And
You know,
my favorite poem, "My Shoes Are One of a Kind," talks about shoes, being able to walk and talk. And that God gave me that poem over 25, maybe a little longer than 25 years ago. But "My Shoes Are One of a Kind" is one of my favorite poems, and that's a poem that I believe is going to travel around the world. So
yes, it
I haven't
is.
given up on my poem. And I'm a poet, and I've been writing for many years, and that's what I do. But I'm not a recital. I can't recite it well. I can write them. God can give them to me, and I can write the hell out of them. But when it comes to that, being able to really get out there and deliver and recite it, the guy got to work with me on that because that takes some skill, baby.
Yeah, that's a
It may look
special
easy.
skill.
Yeah, it takes some skill.
Yeah,
You got to.
it's a
Oh God,
special
yes.
skill.
Hmm.
Especially the memorization part of it, and
Right,
because that's what affects your delivery,
right,
you, you know,
right.
um, yeah. But it'll
Hmm.
happen for you. He'll work
Yeah,
with you on
in time,
that.
God's time, and everything happens in God's time, girl. You
Hmm.
can't rush nothing.
No, it's the best time. God's time is the best time.
Yeah,
But we want to thank all of the Raw Talkers for being in the building with us tonight. We want
yes,
to remind you to please, hit like and hit share, especially if you are with us on YouTube. And I see that some of you are. And and follow and comment and all of those good things and invite others to join us as well. You could tell, I guess, from our post that we were going to be messy tonight. Um,
yes. It's
well,
time to
Angelica,
dig in. Ladies, get your claws out. It's time to come on in.
yes,
Yes,
Angelica says that she's a poet as well,
okay.
and you know what? A lot of us have that talent hidden in us.
It's about your experience. For me, I can only write about experiences, pretty much what I've been through, how it affects me, how I feel. I can put it together and deliver a great message. Other people can write from other places. They can imagine things and put words together. So yeah, poetry is a great art. Is really it's awesome. I love poetry.
Yes, it's a
Yeah,
wonderful way to express yourself. And I imagine that some people will be writing love poems this week, a poem for your special loved one, something unique. That's a beautiful gift,
yeah, it is.
because it's so personalized.
And girlfriend is not sharing with us either because girlfriend is an awesome writer too. I said you got to write about that. Something when you put those poems together, you had written before, but honey, you put a tailor-made poem together that was so awesome. I was like, my God,
Oh, the one I did about
about your
her?
about your friend that died, your friend that passed away.
Oh,
That poem,
yes,
it was
yes,
awesome. It was so awesome. The
yes.
talent is there, and I just kind of push her and try to encourage her to write, keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. Thoughts start coming in your head. That's God giving you some thoughts. Get your pen. I used to keep a pen and pad with me all the time just to start writing. Sometimes I would have to pull over on the side of the road to just write, write, write. Because if I had to go back at 30 minutes to 20 minutes from now and try to write it the same way he was giving them to me, I could never write it the same way again.
No, you
Yeah,
have to be ready when the download comes,
you got to
when
be
the
ready.
transfer of information comes, when the Holy Spirit or whatever that is drops it in,
Unction you, yes,
you
you
have
got
to
to
be
write it
ready.
down. Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to be ready. But yeah, I wrote that poem, and I posted it. It's posted on his page. Um and it was heartfelt, and I've written some other things since then, and
Hmm.
so it kind of sparked me to write, and
Right,
that was good. Maybe one day I'll share.
right,
We might
exactly.
have, what, we're going to have a poetry night.
We may have to, because
We got to have a poetry night. So
I got
you can
enough books
do
for about 25 books sitting packed up here in my house somewhere. At least
all
25
poem
books.
stuff that you've written.
Nothing but poems. Poems.
Hmm.
But see, you got to know how to get it from rough draft and get it on that, get it typed up, get it proofread, get it correct all your little ins and outs that need to be correct. You got to find the right people to help you put things together. And like I say, I need help with that stuff in those type of areas. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. And hey, Suge says, hey, yes, poetry. We've got to have a poetry night. We're going to have a poetry night.
Well,
So
okay.
people can come on and share their poems. And when we
Yeah.
do it, we want them to be on with us, not
Right.
in the audience, you
Right.
know.
Come on as a
So
guest.
yeah. So we'll have some guests. So should be prepared to come back for that. So we're going to be
Yes.
bringing in all of the
Absolutely.
poets.
Right.
I
Yes.
like that. I like that.
Okay.
We'll do that. Well,
Okay.
the subject tonight was about Valentine's, and it's Valentine's Day is coming. This is the messy part, okay? Who gets first dibs on Valentine's Day? The main squeeze or the side piece? How does that work? Well, for some people, they say it better not be no side piece, or else
But how do you know?
uh,
How do you know
you
he's
don't
not
know until
getting?
you know. You
You
don't
don't
know
know
until
until
you
you
know.
know. So,
Yeah,
oh, I,
but just in general, just in general, Angelica says the main goes first. But just in general, I don't know. How do you feel about Valentine's Day? Do you feel it's a commercialized the celebration? And I'm asking our raw talkers, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Do you recognize it? Do you make a big deal about it? For some people, it's a big deal. So do you make a big deal about it? Is there a big production? So Monique, Ria, and Sharon, what are you all doing for Valentine's Day? And is it just for the women to receive, or is it a two-way thing? What you think, girlfriend Peggy?
well, I think it's meant to be a two-way thing, but quite often I think it's a way for the men to impress the women. You know, when they want to go out their way and do something special, and lay down the candles and the rose petals, and just you know, I think women often get the bigger percentage of the gifts and things.
Okay.
But yeah, we should reciprocate and get in and shower and flower them with love as well. But
Shug says the 13th and the 15th are designated for the side chick.
both 13th and the 15th.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you can do the side chick or the side piece the
Before
day
or after, but
before
not on
or the
Valentine's
day
Day. In other
after,
words,
but not on the day.
Valentine's Day, right?
Don't
Right.
violate. Don't be a
Hmm.
violator. Don't violate Valentine's Day. The day itself is for the main squeeze. Now this year, it falls a little different. Valentine's is on a Monday, so most people will be celebrating for the weekend. So is there anybody who's going to be like doing the whole big thing for the weekend? like leave on Friday
Baby,
and go all the
we
way
made it
through.
through. You see, that's my hairstylist, the realtor. Let's see what
Yes.
she got. Tell me what she said. You know, I got to put my glasses on to see.
Okay, she said the side piece gets first dibs just to get them out of the way. That's what I say. Because it's
Mm,
a big deal and you have to go to bed and wake up with the main squeeze.
good point.
At least, she said, at least that's what she used to do.
And so, if your man is not with you Valentine's evening to spend the night with you, it's going to be a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. Because if you're trying to scary up out of there at 11 or 12 o'clock, that means you're trying to slide in on somewhere else, perhaps.
Perhaps. Not happening. Monique says that for the Nichols family, they stay home because Valentine's is every day with the Nichols. Now, I understand that, but do you still do something special on Valentine's Day?
If you stay home, are you cooking him a meal?
You
Well,
know, are you,
you probably cook
is
eat
he
out.
cooking? Are you cooking? Are you bringing in a chef? Are you doing the rose petals in the bathtub or on the bed and the candles, or do y'all do that every day? Because don't say yes, Monique, that you do that every day, because then we'll be jealous and then we won't like you.
No, if you can do that every day, that's a good thing. But as busy as they are, I just don't believe they got that kind of time.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
That
They
seems
might.
like a lot of work to do it every day.
Shug says, even though she's been hurt much by many, she said, I still believe in love. And and that's good. So you believe in love. Do you do something special for yourself on Valentine's Day? Now, I haven't done it every time, but I did have a year where, to me, it was important that I do something for myself for Valentine's Day. I always feel like anything that I want or expect a man to do for me is something that I already do or can do for myself. And so I bought myself a beautiful card. I wrote myself a love note. I bought myself flowers, and I told myself I love myself. So I'm keeping it warm. I'm trying to keep the home fires burning. Until somebody will do it for me.
And that's what you have to do. I mean, ladies, that's single. You love yourself. You love up on yourself, and buy your roses and put them in your bathroom or on your dresser in your room, a nightstand, and you enjoy them and you smell them and look at them. And like I say, whatever it is that make you happy, must take yourself for a massage, pedicure, manicure. You could do those things on Valentine's Day. Any act of love or kindness to yourself.
Yeah. Monique, I don't know what you mean when you say nope, nope, nope. We go so fast. I don't know what you're saying no to. So you're saying no, you're not going to do all of that. I don't know, baby. You have to tell me. Auntie is slow. Oh yeah, Angelica wants to remind us that on Valentine's Day she begins the pre-sale for her book.
Okay.
Lioness, Wounded in the Womb.
That's right, the 14th.
On the 14th. So you all make sure you follow Angelica Sugar Water Brown on Facebook, so you'll be aware of that when it comes out. And she's going to be taking orders, for the pre-sale of her book. And she says, I'm going to be celebrating me. And that's exactly what you have to do. Do you have a particular memorable Valentine's Day?
My last few years have been awesome. The person that I've been seeing off and on, I guess for the last 2 to 3 years, my Valentine's Day have been filled with flowers, candy, dinner, just money, with cards with money in it, or the day before I'll get my nails done or my toes done or something special. And they've been awesome Valentine's Day. I may get them a card.
He really, your man really likes all of that. He loves a card.
Oh God, he loved cards so much. I've never seen a man that like cards and I'm gonna buy a card for every single occasion. He gonna buy 2 or 3 cards for Thanksgiving, for New Year's, for every occasion. He gonna buy some cards. He loved giving cards, and he give money in them too. So I love cards too.
She said he'd give money in them too. And you know what? You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. You cannot. And and you all remind me somewhat of Monique, how she says, well, every day is Valentine's Day, because he does something every day to try to pamper you, with this, bring you some food or take you out to dinner. And this is every day. It's not like, oh, Friday night is date night. To him, every night is date night. So it might be, at any time. So you're doing it all the time, but he doesn't skip Valentine's Day. You remember last year and I'm gonna call him out too. We were talking to Sterling Stevenson, and he said, I don't give nobody nothing for Valentine's Day. I give her something every day of the year. I celebrate all
year round.
And he
So he
purposely skips Valentine's Day. Negro, get out of here, go somewhere.
I mean, she may be okay with it and go along with it a year or two, but after the second year or so, she come back and listen. I know you good to me all year round, baby, but Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day. Like I say, the ladies want those flowers coming to the office. They want the balloons and the flowers coming on foot so they can sit them out on their desk. And you not getting with the program. Come get with the program, baby.
Get with the program, baby. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tisa. That's my girl, Tisa. What's going on? She said, that's good. I don't know what's good, baby, but it's all good. How about that? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you so much. Y'all go to T Key Films. Let me put her back up there real quick. You see this, how she did right there, T Key Films? If you go to T Key Films on YouTube, you will see the hilarious 7-episode series of her show, Where is the Love? It is an animated series, and I am honored to be the voice of Cupid on that show. This thing is hilarious. So much love to Tisa, and go and support us, follow her, and subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Shug says she's been celebrated once by one, but it was a facade. It's so sad sometimes. But you know what I like? I like Shug. I like your spirit. I like that you say no matter what, because you can't drag all of the people, places, and things, especially the ones that weren't so pleasant from the past, that other people did, and bring that into your now. It's not good. It's not good for your feelings, your heart, your vibration. It's not good for any of that. And so, he was poo-poo caca, but there's somebody out there, just for you.
Right. Absolutely.
There's somebody out there just for you. And that's right. Yeah. Every day you got to love on yourself every day.
Oh, yeah.
Tisa says that she likes that card giving for every occasion. He is a card giving something another.
Girl, to keep up with him, I'm just gonna have to I have a line of greeting cards myself that I need to be working on putting out there and having on the market. But I would have to go and just shop for cards for the whole year and just get all the cards one time so I can already have them home so I can I'm a cheat. I'm a sign them up.
Yeah. You might as well.
Oh gosh. And he'll spend an hour in the store looking and reading cards to get just the right one.
Just the right one.
Yeah.
She's talking about Sterling. She says that it sounds like a lie that that he's good every day. So he ain't going to do Valentine's Day. She says,
I think I gave him the side eye.
Let me tell you something. When he came on and said that, it was just me and him. Peggy said, why don't you just do a show with a man and, talk about Valentine's Day? And, he's got, he's good looking. He's got this sexy voice. And, she thought it was just going to be all of that. And then he came on and said, Valentine's Day, bah humbug. I don't do none of that. Peggy wanted to shoot him through the computer. She wanted that bullet
I'm like, what?
She
Are
was,
you serious? You gotta be kidding me.
she was mad. Oh, she was pissed off. She said, "What you mean? Like get him off the show. Get him off now.
Like,
What you mean you don't celebrate
we love him. We
Valentine's
love
Day?"
him. And we're gonna have him back again too.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna
yeah. I
come
love
hang out
him.
with
Yeah,
us
I love him.
again.
He's my play baby daddy.
Yeah.
So I have nothing but love for him. But that was
Yes.
some bullshit.
Yes. Yes, it was. And see, one thing about the raw talk is it is what it is. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. We're not taking sides just because of you are or I am or she is. We all subject to be called out on the bullshit. You feel me?
At any point in
At
time.
any point in time, yeah, just be like, no, I ain't with that. I can't believe that.
Ain't nobody going for that.
Just stop it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I had another friend get really upset with me last night about this topic. And he said, listen, so you saying that it's all right to have a side piece? That's what it sounds like, because that's wrong. And I said, listen, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying people do it.
We're not condoning anything, but we know it go on. Right. It's happening.
Right.
It's happening. and just like Betty said, it's happening. And people want to hear about it every day, Betty. Yeah, it's happening.
It is going down. So, let's not play. And I said, look, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it happens. And so how do you work that out? Because when you playing that game, you got to work out a lot of things. As side pieces, how they're sad at Thanksgiving or Christmas because they don't get.
He got to be right out.
He got to be with his family. She has to be with her family. Let's not just put it all on one side, And then you're just left out. I said, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but it happens.
Right, and we're not condoning it. I was saying one way or another, but it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She said the guys were saying to me, I don't have a side piece. I was like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to say.
If they smart, that's what they'll say.
That's what they'll say. She said, just get on the live anyway. Thanks, Vicky. Vicky's like, don't give me your excuses about you don't want to be on live, because they're talking about a side piece. We don't care if you have one or not. That's on you, because when Judgment Day comes, you ain't got the answer to me, or when you come back with
nobody on here, right?
Right. When you go home and you say, hey, baby, you need to go to the doctor, you ain't saying that to me. But
girl, that's a whole new subject. How you go home and tell her that? Ooh.
Write that down.
New topic.
New topic. How do you tell your mate that you got an ST?
Yes, baby. How do you tell them? And are you ready for the reaction?
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
For the reaction, baby.
Yes,
but and that often comes right after Valentine's Day too. So
Vicky said they are running from the topic. They are like out of there. But I'm telling you, my friend, he argued with me. He got a little testy with me. And this happens every time I do something on Raw Talk that's testy, or
did he tell you not to say certain things?
Oh yeah, he told me and you better, when a man comes on there and he talks about having a side piece or you better not say nothing about it because you in agreement with it. Now you better not chop him up. And I told what I told him. I said, I will say whatever I feel like saying.
Because we have no producers. You the producer. We produce this show together and decide.
Right. And so
they can't say don't say this, don't say that. Right.
Right. You don't tell us what to say and what not to say. I don't care if I'm talking about side pieces today and I'm not bashing. So if you come on and I might bash you. You might get bashed. You might get hit upside the head. And and so what? Because we talked about this tonight doesn't mean that we can't talk about that some other time ago. And then I brought up to him the story about B. Smith. And B. Smith was a very popular, established, famous a black woman who is kind of like a black Martha Stewart, if you will, sort of kind of. She was she was an entrepreneur. She was a chef. She was a TV host, an author,
Arts
everything.
and crafts and all that stuff. Yeah.
All of that. She could do everything. Okay. Well, she developed Alzheimer's. And when she got on in her later stages of the disease, her husband started seeing someone else. Now, he stayed there with her in the home. He provided, he took care of her. And this woman that came in also helped. She was there, helping as a caregiver, but they became romantically involved. And I don't know what happened first. I don't know if it was the chicken or the egg. I don't know if she came in to help or if they started a romance and then she just naturally came in to help her. And and so that he was under fire for that publicly for a long time. He was dodging bullets. They set fire to his ass. They were ready to burn him at the stake, saying that was immoral and it was wrong and all of that kind of stuff. And I said, but
he's still
I don't know if being a side piece, has its positive or can be a good thing. I saw that as a situation where it worked, and I wouldn't condemn it. Oh, child, he went up one side of my ass and down the other about that.
Right.
I'm in my bathroom, at 1:00 in the morning, arguing with this person about side pieces and my topic for Raw Talk. And so then we got into the moral part of it, and so and he said, well, that man made a vow and he pledged to God. I said, you don't know what he did.
What he said, what the pledge was.
You don't know what, first of all, I said he could be an atheist for all I know. I don't know. You basing it on your Christian values, but we don't know what his values were.
For them, yeah.
They may have made up their vows. They may not have done for better or for richer or for poor, better or worse, sickness enough. They may not have done the traditional vows.
Right.
They may have written their own vows, their own rules. I don't know who they worship, how they do. I don't know. All I know is this man is, if you've ever had to be a caregiver, especially for somebody who has a debilitating mental disease, baby, that's not easy. You could lose your own mind.
I've been a caregiver for many, many years, and it is not easy. It is not easy. But for him to, I will say this, for him to stay with his wife and care for her on a daily basis and to nurture and baby her until the end, that's commitment. That was love and that was commitment.
That's provision. That's protection.
So
that's commitment.
And like they say, shit happens. She came in as a helper probably, and as they spending time together and constantly caring for her, then they both lonely or he lonely or whatever. The eyes met in the spaghetti, and next thing you know.
That's so cute, girlfriend.
And next thing you know, it's a whole new story.
It's a whole new story. And that's what it was. And so I don't knock that. But now if you out just, sowing your royal oats and making another family and all of that other kind of thing, boo.
Right. Boo, yeah. And
boo,
intentionally, you know,
boo,
you got a good
boo.
woman at home, a good wife at home, and you out there roaming the streets looking for your side piece, side chick, or whatever you want to call it. What did the guys that was on, they call them, they call it a side dish or something like that. Yeah. You know
Mm.
our fellas that come on with us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cat
Yeah.
dog
I can't
yeah.
remember what he called it. You mean
I
two
think he
K
called
now?
it a side dish.
A side dish.
Yeah, I think he called it a side dish. Yeah, so if you just out there looking for a side dish just for the hell of it to have one, yeah, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame
Jane
on you.
says there's a play in DeKalb County, Georgia, and the name of it is If All Men Were Good, There Would Be No Bad Women.
How about that?
How about that?
Yeah, because most of the time men make good girls go bad. So it's not until a man comes around and that's just constantly, you know, break your heart and do things, and you keep forgiving them over and over again, and eventually you develop that tough skin and you say, the hell with it. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Now I don't give a damn about a man or his feelings or nothing else, and you just out there doing you and having a damn good time. So that's good girl gone bad.
Yeah.
So that should be a real good play.
It really, girl, we might
Uh-huh,
have to
real
go
good
see
play.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hi, Brandy. That's my little stinky. Y'all know Brandy from the Wake Up Posse, and you know, we did the Wake Up Posse on 102 Jams together for years. And Brandy was the news person, you know, in our trio. And so
Okay.
so of course tonight she comes with the facts. She says, "Hey, y'all,
Hey,
B
y'all.
Smith
Hey, beautiful.
knew this woman, knew the woman." And knew that the woman was her caregiver. And she said, then it did turn into a love thing. So the
Mm.
woman started out as a caregiver,
And the
and then
wife knew the woman. That's what
and
she
the
said.
wife
The
knew
wife
the
knew the
woman.
woman. The
And
woman
then,
was her caregiver, and then they turned it, and then it turned into a love thing while she was caring for the wife.
yes.
Uh huh. And she
And
moved in with him too, right? She ended up
yeah,
living with him. She was
but
living there.
look, but here's the final outcome. She said, but she eventually left him.
Mm.
She eventually left him. And so she said, he alone now.
Mm.
Too bad.
Wow.
Sad. Mm. Yes.
Sad.
Yes.
And the wife is probably gone now too, so now he alone. That's terrible.
Hello, Gerald. Gerald
Hey,
says, I guess
Gerald.
nobody heard of a concubine.
King King Edge always gonna bring the edge. I'm telling you, he always gonna step with it when he do step in. He only peep in on us every now and then, but when he step in, he gonna bring that little sword and shoop.
Yeah, yeah. So you know that means stop acting brand new. You know,
Uh,
folks got side pieces. They have a whole they got a whole harem going in there. Tisa says that's disrespectful.
and
I'm trying
Vicky
to
said,
catch up with
"What?
everybody.
ROT? What did Vicky say? What the? What the? What the?"
Vicky is like ROTF. Listen, girl, she didn't want to write it all out, and I don't know what it means.
That's what she got some explicit words on the end.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
she ain't happy.
Jug says that it's difficult. Those times are difficult, but he should have waited. And you know, and I'm just like, listen, life is short. You know, you got to keep your mental, physical, emotional, and sexual health in check. And you know, I think that I don't know that he went out looking for that.
No, he didn't. She just
It's
said
it,
that lady came in as a caregiver. She
yeah,
knew
and
him.
so
The woman knew him.
that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Oh yeah, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't know.
Well, they say to be careful who
And
you let into your house. So I mean,
yeah,
that's not just your physical house; that's your heart. That be careful who you let into your house. That holds your heart. Be careful who you open the door to let come into your heart. That's so true. Be careful who you let into your house.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Tisa, Tisa said it's still messed up, you know.
It's messy.
But you
Any
know,
way you cut it
people,
is messy, but It happened.
Yeah, but people find themselves in those circumstances.
That's what he called it, situationships. They didn't necessarily mean for it to happen, but shit happened, and now you got some situationships going on. It's a lot of situationships going on out there.
A heap of them
Come on now.
all the time. My life is a situation. Yes, yes. Gerald is exactly right. You know, it happens. It certainly does. And and so, you know, you have to be prepared for that, you know. So we're not condoning it. We just know it happens.
Right.
And you know, just wanted to acknowledge that, you know. But we want to remind you, if you would like to be a guest on the show, we welcome authors, life coaches, counselors,
Businesses,
vocalists, poets,
business
businesses.
owners, event planners, caterers,
Yep.
who
You
just
just have to be ready to
giveaways.
talk about whatever we're talking about that night.
Right.
You know, we'll talk about you a little bit
Yeah, we'll give you a
and
chance to
promote you.
you go promote yourself and put out all your information and let people ask you some questions and throw some information out there and get ready to get into the topic and have a good time.
Yep. That's what we're talking about. Well, girlfriend Peggy, you had something you
Yeah.
wanted to say?
No, I just want to wish everybody, all the kings and queens out there, a happy Valentine's Day. Whether you be alone or with your special someone, just make it a great fabulous day and enjoy every moment of it.
Most definitely.
Enjoy every moment of it.
Most definitely. And reach out to some people who you love, 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 and let them know that you love, 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 love them. You know, so most definitely that's what we, you know, that's what we want to do. And we encourage you to do the same. And so listen, we don't know what the hell we're going to be talking about next week. We'll figure it out in the next 24,
Oh
48
no, I think
hours.
we got our topic.
Uh-oh.
STDs. How do you tell your mate you need to go to the doctor and get checked out?
Ouch.
Well, I think I might have brought you home a little something that you really didn't really want, but see if it's surprise in there. Might not be the kind of surprise you want, but I got a surprise for you.
Baby, that is bad news. You hear me?
Ooh, that is bad news, baby. You ain't trying to do them fighting words. What
And
Vicky
fighting
say?
word. Vicky says it's been lovely. No one needs to be unhappy on Valentine's Day.
That's
And we
right.
certainly hope that they are not. But you know, we
Right.
know all of these holidays can trigger people sometime. So if you have a friend or a loved one who has gone through some trauma recently, lost someone close to them or whatever, they're the
Yes.
ones who we need to reach out to and give some
Show
love
some
to,
love. Yeah.
you know. And
Mhm.
because it can be you know, it can be a thin line for a lot of
We
people.
right. We talked about we talked a little bit about this Tata Tanisha's post that she did. If ladies or whoever watching, if you can go to her page or look at the post that she posted. It was a long, extensive post, so you need to be prepared to get ready to read something that's a little lengthy. But I promise you, you'll get something out of it. I mean, it was so touching for me. It
Yeah.
touched home. The things that she talked about, the transparency that she had with what she was dealing with and going through and how she was dealing with it. And it's a thin line between being good and not being good.
And
But so
not being
often we
good.
want to cover it up and say, we good. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm
You
good.
know,
No, we're
we
not good.
girlfriend Peggy and I talked about that today. When you see somebody, you go, "Hey, how you doing?" They go, "Hey, you know, I'm good," and everything. And in the meantime, they are hurting. They are in pain. They are, you
Going through
know,
some stuff.
on the
Yeah.
verge of breaking. But they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to keep up a good front, a good facade, you know, feeling like, hey, nobody
Yes.
want to hear all of this stuff that's happening, that's going on. You know what I'm going to do when we end tonight? I'm going to go. I think I can share. I'm going to share from her page to my personal page. So if
Okay.
you're not friends with Tata, you can at least go in and read that.
Read her post. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a lot of people very close to us, you especially included, who have just recently suffered a loss. If you've
Mm-hmm.
lost a parent or a sibling, you know, a child or an uncle, for some people, you know, that's everything. And
Right.
it's very difficult to cope with, and you'll have critical times of the year when
Mm-hmm.
it's more difficult than at other times. And what
Right.
he shared was was so
So on
heartfelt.
point and so touching. So our prayers go out to her and her family as well. But yeah, it's she was on point there with that.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I'll do that. It's only going to take me a few minutes after we get done. And so feel free to visit my Facebook page and look for her post. I hope I can share it. If I can, I'll screenshot it or I'll do something. But I believe I would be able to share it. And we want you
Yes.
yeah. She did that, Angelica. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. But
Well,
listen, we love all of you. We thank you so much for taking the time out to support us, to be with us, to engage in the conversation. We
yes,
appreciate that you don't consider it robbery to be with us, because we know how precious your time is. And so,
absolutely.
girlfriend Peggy loves you much. I love you,
Very
girlfriend
much.
Peggy.
I love you, beautiful co-queen.
Thank
We're
you
gonna
so much. And so we wish you all the best. We'll see you next Wednesday
yeah.
at 9 p.m. on Raw Talk Live.